Hey guys, it's that dividend guy coming at you with a painful dividend video. So, guys, if you are unaware, VF Corp, which owns Vans and other clothing brands like Supreme, they were a dividend king, and I highlight were because they've actually cut the dividend by about 40%. So, VF Corporation, stock ticker VFC, its dividends being reduced from last year's payment covering the same period. They did pay 51 cents and now they only pay 30 cents. So the dividend yield is still 4.6%, which is still a nice boost to shareholder returns despite the cut. The thing is, though, guys, they had solid coverage. They had about a 57 to 60% payout ratio, which it is a little high, but they still had more than enough, almost 50%, or I guess 40% of their free cash flow to invest back into the business. They could sell brands, they could buy brands in the clothing industry. They had a decent amount of flexibility when it came to their balance sheet and free cash, but I guess the board of directors decided that they were paying a little bit too much to shareholders, wanted to cut that back and cut the dividend in the process. So I'm sorry to shareholders of VF Corp, myself included. I actually switched out. So I did have VF Corp not too long ago, about a week ago, when this was announced, and I switched. I had 425 shares of VF Corp, so about 430 shares. I was getting paid $216 of dividend income. With this cut, it got cut down to about $120 of dividend income. So I actually switched out VF Corp for T. Rowe Price because they actually announced a 1.2% dividend increase, which of course isn't huge, but it's a lot better than a 40% cut to my dividend income. So VF Corp and T. Rowe Price pay about the same amount now, but T. Rowe Price has never cut their dividend and they have a better payout ratio, no debt, and I'm not worried about them cutting their dividend anytime soon. So even myself, as being a seasoned dividend investor, I've been investing about 3 years. So of course there's people with a lot more experience than me, but even after time, even with time in the market, you can still get burned. So VF Corp not only cut the dividend, but this is the real stinger, they lost their dividend king status. So just like AT&T did a couple of years back with that Warner Media spinoff, they cut their dividend by about the same percentage, about 50%, 40 to 50%. They lost their aristocrat status, but VF Corp has now lost their 50-year track record of dividend increases. So it sucks. I feel bad for anybody that, just like myself, that got stung by this dividend cut. I mean, I think overall it will probably, just like it did for AT&T, it might benefit the business, but it pissed shareholders off, even though the company seems to be right around the same price that it was. I do anticipate seeing a pretty heavy fluctuation here. Could be wrong though. Maybe people wanted this dividend cut, but if you're a dividend growth investor, this is not the kind of news you want to hear. So my heart goes out to anybody who lost 40% of their dividend income in March in that 3, 6, 9, 12 category. And guys, if you own VFC Corp, let me know. Do you still own it? Or if you decided to switch out, let me know what company you put that money towards. So I had about a $12,000 position in VF, and I switched it to T. Rowe Price. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next dividend update. Hopefully it's not a cut, but even myself, I got stung by this as well. So let me know what company you guys put your money in. I put it in T. Rowe Price because they have dividend aristocrat, more than dividend aristocrat status, and they just announced an increase. So I just feel a lot more comfortable with my money being in that company. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to my channel, That Dividend Guy, and let me know down in the comments what content you guys want to see next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next dividend update video. Take care, guys.